We are now live. David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnan, and it's 2:38 a.m. in Saudi Arabia and 4:38 p.m. in U.S. Pacific region. Of course, I know that people here in Saudi Arabia, the GCC, much of the Arab and Muslim world are asleep because it's a weeknight. Apologies for the previous mishap. Okay, let me just adjust the volume. Why isn't my name appearing in the chat? How do I edit? Ah, well. So if you are joining in from Saudi Arabia, uh, that's amazing because you'll be awake like me. I don't know how long is this going to go for, but it's going to be worth it. I recently got an invite. Of course, it's automatically generated by their social accounts, but this is like the first time I got a message from the X account of Superman, where they invited me, like among many other small time creators and big creators and influencers, to basically stream this live. Now, I was a bit reluctant because, you know, the region where I'm in right now, as I've said earlier, that everyone or the vast majority is asleep except for me. And I was thinking, should I go for it? Should I not go for it? But then I realized, I mean, how many times does a content creator who has been working hard to make his mark in
We
the
are
world of
live in the heart of Hollywood right now. The
superheroism
fans are here, the stars are on their way, and we are
to
gathered
be
tonight for
actually
one special
invited
hero.
He's the
and be
symbol of
allowed to
hope,
stream
truth,
the
justice,
world
and tonight
premiere
he's going to be
on
soaring onto
my
this
channel.
very carpet.
Yes, it is indeed the summer of Superman.
And you guys are all invited. Look up, world. Roll the titles.
So I'm now. Can I get a mug full of water? Let's keep it down. Let's keep it down and
Hello and welcome to the iconic TCL Chinese Theater, which is playing host to the biggest movie of the summer, DC Studios' Superman. I'm Reese Feldman.
And I'm Matt Ramos. And you guys better be as excited as I am because we are here for the premiere for one of the biggest movies of the year. Superman, it's here. Let's go.
Yes, we've got our super fans. As you can hear them, we're in the Fortress of Solitude, and we're going to have the super talent stopping by real soon.
Yeah, this film has such an incredible cast, and the cast and the filmmakers are making their way over the carpet now, and Reese and I are going to be chatting to all of them.
Yes, we will be having the man himself, the producer, the writer, the director of Superman, James Gunn, will be stopping by.
How about our very own Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan?
She RSVP'd, yes, so I think we'll be seeing her. We'll have Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor stopping by.
And then we have our main man of the night, David Corn Sweat, Superman Clark Kent. So excited to see what's in store. Stay tuned.
I cannot wait. So in the meantime, let's take a look at how fans across the globe have been celebrating Superman. Let's roll it.
I'm just making some. Yeah, pretty much. Thank you.
Hello.
Hey everyone, we're in Manila in the Philippines.
Look up Manila!
Thank you. Have a good one.
Beautiful. The energy's great.
They have been incredible all day. We are so grateful. We love it and we love you. And that's the reason we chose Manila to be the first stop on our world tour. Thank you.
Okay, so I would like you guys to basically share your feedback as to what are your expectations when it comes to the Man of Steel, or should we say Superman, because Man of Steel implies the Zack Snyder era, and we are just going for a new chapter in the history of our favorite icon.
We're so excited to be here. We're in one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Everybody's very friendly and
So
welcoming.
please participate in the chat.
Really a dream, and I love his character. I love what he means to people here in Brazil.
Right now we are seeing all of the activities that happened in the Philippines, in Brazil, in the United Kingdom. I'm really sad that nothing happened in Saudi Arabia, UAE, or any other GCC country.
Superman.
Come on. At least put one of us in the itinerary. And if you can't come to Saudi Arabia, at least have a stopover in Abu Dhabi at WB World. But then again, I mean, like we have to rise above our expectations, because for me, it's like not just a story of a kid who was in the 80s dreaming about being Superman. It's also about
Hello there. Well, Matt decided to stay in
It's also
his side of the
about
Fortress of
the
Solitude,
hard
so
work,
I've made my way down to the other side of the
legacy,
carpet. So between the two of us, we won't miss a single person.
tremendously
We are going live across
for
multiple
decades, and I'm
platforms, so
talking about
wherever
the
you're
Fortress of
watching from,
Superman,
please be sure to
Jerry
leave a
Siegel
hello.
and Joe Schwartz.
Matt, how's it looking down there?
Reese, I'm living my
If it
best
wasn't
life over
for
here in my Fortress of
Neil
Solitude.
Adams,
It's crazy. What an incredible
would not
setup.
have received
But now that I've
any
gathered
pension
my
or
thoughts, I'm
any
ready to
other
bring you some
benefits,
really
financial
exciting
benefits
interviews with all of the stars
that
tonight.
are owed to them.
Gotcha. Who are you most
Owed to them in the
excited
way
to see
that,
to speak to
fine, your
tonight?
contractual
You know, this film
obligation
has
with
such a
DC
stacked
Comics
cast.
to,
There's so many people on the way, but
uh,
number one
have
on
any
my
such
list is
things,
definitely
so
Will Reed,
contractually,
son
I
of
mean,
the
like,
late great
DC was
Christopher
not
Reed.
obligated to
My
do
earliest
that.
memory is
But when
watching
DC
Superman
is like,
78 on VHS, and so
and Warner
now
Brothers,
to be
they
here in
are
this moment
milking
hosting
the
this premiere is the
Superman
biggest full circle
brand.
moment of my life, and I have a huge
Starting with
part
Superman
of that to thank
1978,
to Warner Brothers, to the
which was
fans,
directed
but
by
also to
Richard
Will
Donner,
Reeve and what
starring
his family has
Christopher
given
Reeve.
to this character.
And
Gotcha. I mean, that's
movie
such a sweet
was
answer. I'm really
a
excited to see
stellar
Rachel Brosnahan.
blockbuster.
One of my first ever
And
jobs was on
next
The
thing you know,
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. So it's going to
the
be really
creators of
exciting to speak to
Superman,
her under very different
the two individuals,
circumstances.
the two teenagers,
We were both
rather,
lucky
who,
enough actually to visit the
you
set
know, gave
last
the
year. Do
world
you have any
this
favorite
wonderful
memories from
character.
set?
Oh, dude, I mean,
A
once I
character
walked
of
onto set, it was
kindness and
magical to just
generosity,
walk in and see James
who
Gunn directing Eddie Gathegi as
redefined
Mr.
what
Terrific.
it means,
Later
truly
on, he
means
brought
to
me
be
over to the
a
monitor and
hero.
I got to see
Because
what was a
before
lot of that
Superman,
first
people
trailer.
used to look
And
up
then
to
after watching
characters
it,
like
I was just so
Hercules
emotional that I had to step
or
outside for some
Thor
air. And I was telling
or
people, guys,
Zeus
my life has been
or
made.
Mars, the
And
god
as soon
of
as I say
war.
that, David
And
Cornsweat walks by fully in costume as Superman,
it's
getting prepped for a scene. But it wasn't until I met him later where he was just so warm and sweet and has a
Hi,
smile
Anthony.
that lights up a room
Thanks for joining
that I
in
was
my
just
live
like, yeah,
broadcast.
that is Superman.
Yeah, no, David has the sauce. That is without a doubt.
So,
I really enjoyed meeting him. I was able to be there for the
you
Daily
know,
Planet set, which was
a lot,
absolutely
a
insane.
lot
Just
needs
how
to be
built
done,
out it is. It looks
and
exactly like the
this
comics, and
character
it
needs to be
was a very
celebrated.
surreal moment for me. Also,
Uh,
just watching James Gunn direct was really cool because he has such a command of the camera and he has
keeping
such
the
a way with the
ideals
actors. It's really cool.
and the
But
imagination
yeah,
of Jerry Siegel
we
and
are
Joe
so
Shuster
excited that
in
you're
mind.
watching. For all the fans that are here, thank you guys so much for being here. It's really hot out, so thank you guys for actually staying out here in the sun. And for all the people watching live, be sure to leave your reactions in the comments, share with each other what you're most excited for, and we'll be back with you soon.
I'm experimenting a little bit just so that you guys can have a better view of me while I'm presenting my commentary. Okay, so I guess I have to keep the layout. Need to have a better layout. I'm trying to make changes, but for some reason I'm not. Okay, so I'm still all the way in the corner. Okay. The Chinese Theater on Beverly Hills. I was there back in 1994. All of the lucky Superman fans who got the chance to attend. The premiere themselves. How many of you are joining me from Saudi Arabia? How many of you are joining me from the US? Let me know in the chat. And let me see if I can still broadcast it live on Facebook. This has been quite troubling. And my community on Facebook at times misses quite a lot of stuff that's part of the live stream, live broadcast. And this is the first time I'm streaming on Twitch. Okay, 2 people have joined in on YouTube. That's wonderful. I'm getting a lot of viewers on X.
I was lucky enough to already see this movie. Yes, it is one of the perks of getting to host this carpet. Yes, I have seen the movie. I can attest that it is quite
really
good.
delighted
It is going to be
to
the
see
biggest movie you'll see in theaters this summer. So be sure to see it on the biggest screen
good
possible.
number of
If you can, see it in
viewers
3D. If you're like me and you want to see it in IMAX, please do that. IMAX with
I'm
Dolby
delighted
is,
to see
in my opinion, the best way to see a movie. It is
viewers
like truly the
on
largest thing you will see. It is so
YouTube
worth seeing on a big screen. Be sure to
and
check
on
it out.
Twitch. I'm pretty surprised. This was like the first time I was doing it, and but good, man, really good. Okay. That's the actor who plays Metamorpho, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
What's up, guys? Now we have here
Anthony
Olympian Jordan Childs. Jordan, you're kind of like a superwoman in your own respect. How does it feel to be here tonight at the Superman World Premiere?
It honestly feels so amazing. I'm a huge DC fan. I literally am so honored to be here. There's so many incredible people, and I'm just really excited to see it.
Growing up, were you like a Superman fan?
Soups is one of the hosts.
What about
100%.
Superman means the most to you?
Man, this
I feel
guy
like
has come a
Superman
long
is so
way.
powerful, and he dominates in what he does, and his superpower is the coolest,
This
I
kid
think,
has
out
my
of all of
respect.
them. Shooting lasers at your eyes, like, that's pretty awesome. And you can fly. I wish I could fly. I mean, as a
I'm way
gymnast, I
older than
technically
him,
do,
but
but
I'm really
it's a little
amazed and
different.
I'm
No,
really
for real, you do
impressed.
fly.
what he has
So
been able to
you
do
just
with
shared
his
why you love
content,
Superman, but
the
why do you
community
think
that he has
Superman
built
just
up,
just
the
I guess just
recognition that
resonates
he
with
has
so many
earned.
people?
That's not an easy
I think
thing,
he resonates
especially
with
when
so
you
many
are
people because it's
a
like,
young
you know,
content
we all
creator
go through
and
things, we
you
find our passions, we
are
find our
basically
ability just to
stepping
be
into
us,
the
and
world
Superman does that within his own
from your
character. He
teenage
just
into
does his
adulthood,
own thing, but
and
also
then you
he's a
are
strong,
able
powerful
to
man, and I feel like a lot
accomplish
of
so
young
much.
boys can resonate with
So
that and
lots of
understand that
respect
your
to Superman.
powers are very, very powerful.
Now, with this film, there's a lot to look forward to. You have a great cast, you have the action, you have the love story. What part of it are you most excited to see?
I think I'm all about the love. I'm all about the love story, you know, it's the romance, but you know, I think it's also cool being able just to see the action as well, bringing that together. I like action movies. I like, you know, the fighting scenes and just being able to really dive deep into that.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jordan. I appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Gotcha. Hello, I am now here with Brittany Broski. Give it up for Brittany Broski. Woo!
Annoying white lady.
Brittany, I'm so excited to have you here. We were just talking about our shared love of David Corns, but can you tell me? Yeah, can you tell me your thoughts on him? What you're excited to see him as Superman?
How about Super Nerd? He is a big freaking nerd, and I think that's what is so like relatable and admirable. But at the same time, it brings such a fun quality to playing someone like Superman because it's like he's gonna get it right.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, he is a nerd in his heart of hearts, and I'm very excited that he got this role.
I would have to agree with you.
I was curious for you. What are you most excited about for this movie?
I'm excited for the costumes.
I'm really happy.
I want to know, you know, there's such a delicate balance there of like honoring the way that it's been done in the past to bringing your spin on retelling this story. So I'm very excited to see what the final decisions were.
I'm also very excited for that as well. I can tell you the costumes are sick.
Okay, slay.
Yeah. Brittany, thank you so much for stopping by. Truly a pleasure.
And a privilege. Reese, back to you.
And I'm nowhere near the influencers that are right now attending the world premiere of Superman. Okay, Jimmy Olsen, Skylar DeSondo.
What's up, guys? Now here we have Skylar DeSondo, our Jimmy Olsen. Skylar, how does it feel to be here at the Superman world premiere?
Feels pretty great, man, and to be here with Soups himself. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet.
Skylar, Jimmy is one of the most relatable characters because at heart, he is just a diehard Superman fan. For you, what part of his character connected with you the most?
It's a great question. First of all, holding a microphone feels like too much responsibility, man. I don't know how you do this so effortlessly. It's just terrifying to hold this mic. What part did I relate to the most? Probably the part that he's kind of just like a regular guy, you know? I don't know how I ever would have played, like, seeing what the superheroes did. It's incredible, you know? It's such a responsibility, and, like, there's so much that goes into that. I'm kind of just a dude at the end of the day. And so I felt very much like, from the moment I read the script, it was sort of in my own words, and James said to me, James Gunn from the very beginning would always say, "You are Jimmy, man. So whatever you do, it's going to be fine." And it kind of felt like it was meant to be.
1,000%. I know you shared recently. There was a little bit of a mix-up with your audition where you thought you were up for a different role. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I did think I got sent when you get an audition for stuff like this. It's very top secret. It's all confidential. They don't tell you a lot. And so and they also don't usually give you real material from the script to audition with. They just make something up. So for whatever reason, I did think I was auditioning for Superman, and I thought when I saw it, I was like, man, I wouldn't be my first choice. That seems like kind of an outside the box sort of thing. But then again, James is always thinking outside the box, and maybe he wants more of an everyman kind of guy. So I was like, wow, go figure. I sent him the tape. My agents called me, and they were like, they really liked it. They want you to come in. And I was like, wow, that's incredible. And this is for Superman, huh? And the line went kind of quiet, and then one of them was like, no, man, why would it be for that? I was like, I don't know. That's what I was thinking as well. So it all worked out. And then when I told James that story for the first time, he laughed very, very hard, which of course made me feel good. But I think I was meant to be Jimmy, and I think David did a pretty darn Good job. I think you knocked it out of the park.
Oh, dude, you guys all knocked it out of the park.
I can't even
What was it
recall
about those scenes, filming at the Daily Planet,
I think when
getting
I
the
was
chemistry? You
little,
guys are just so naturally
I have to
just
ask my parents
feel so at home with each other. How did you guys build that chemistry, or was it just something that came natural?
You know, it's a great question. I got a chance to spend some time with David before we began filming, and we just became fast friends. And really, him and Rachel and James just set from the very beginning. It felt like we were at summer camp. Like, it really begins with the guys at the top in terms of setting the tone on set for what the energy is going to be. And it was so just like collaborative and inclusive and fun. And like, usually on set, you know, the days are long. Like, in between takes, people sort of might be doing their own thing, or at dinner they might do their own thing. This group was just together all the time from the very beginning. We loved hanging out. We loved going to dinner together. And I just kind of followed their lead.
Well, it translates so much in the film. I can't wait for the rest of the world to see it. Skylar, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Sue.
Congrats, bro.
Man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
In
Gotta get
1980,
back to you. I can't.
That's how crazy I was. I have a picture for it. I'll be sharing it later. You can check out the photos on my Facebook or Instagram, or even X for that matter. So in 1985, I was so mesmerized. I was so passionate. And you know what? People, human fans in the United States, in the United Kingdom, if they wanted to watch Christopher Reeve movie, they could.
Hello, once again. I am now joined by Anna Sitar and
Baru.
Hello, how's it going?
So good. It's great to be here with the movie guy. You know everything about every movie, so I feel honored to be here.
Yeah, me too. I'm just excited to get to experience something new, see a new version of Superman. Look at us go.
Well, that's a nice segue into the question I had for you guys. He's been around now for quite a number of years, and I was curious to hear your guys' thoughts as to why you think he's been around this long, why you think fans have this adoration for him.
That's an interesting question.
That's a great question. I feel like it stems from everybody loving having something to root for. I mean, like, he's kind of just like a pillar of being a good person and taking care of the people around him. And so I feel like kind of having that amplified into a superhero form is like something that's really nice to lean on and look forward to.
Here in my hometown.
It's a pillar of hope. That's what we need in the world right now. Also, maybe the best Halloween costume of all time. I mean, look how many supermen and women we have here right now. It's amazing.
Yeah, I was sadly, I do not fill the suit. I've tried it before. It doesn't look the same. I don't have the chest.
Give me the fake muscle suit, ones that blow up.
Yeah, and it just doesn't look that good because the neck isn't the same.
I was.
You were pretty excited to learn about a certain canine character. Is that correct?
I heard that I get to see a puppy today on screen, and so you know that I'm looking forward to that.
Superheroes.
Wow. I did not know that. I can't wait. I'm even more excited now.
I don't know why that makes me really excited, but I'm looking forward to it.
Gotcha.
Not only watch the
Yes, thank you guys so much for stopping by. It has been a pleasure to chat with you guys, as always.
Thanks for having us.
Set the tone.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Superhero world. It's just unbelievable. I won't be basically going to details like Marvel's red carpet is better or DC's red carpet is sloppy. For the simple fact, I love both companies.
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Anthony Kerrigan, who plays Metamorpho in Superman. Anthony, how does it feel to be here at the world premiere for the film? The fans are giving crazy energy. You're finally about to watch the movie in a jam-packed crowd. How does it feel?
It's epic. It's like too much for words, you know. But honestly, it's been kind of epic from the get-go. You know, we're so proud of this movie. We put so much heart and effort and love into it. So to be able to share with everyone today it's unreal. It's so great.
Metamorpho is one of the standouts in this one, I gotta say. For you, for the fans who aren't as familiar with this character, what can you tell us about Metamorpho and how he fits into this story?
Well, Metamorpho is, I mean, like, he's kind of a cult favorite, you know, so if you do your research and, like, check it out, I mean, he's got some great stuff in the comic books. But he's a wild card, you know, he's definitely like a mysterious character in this. But yeah, there's definitely something for everyone in this movie, and I think Metamorpho has a great arc. I don't want to give anything away because I just want people to be surprised.
You guys have such a stacked cast of talent and the filmmakers behind it. James Gunn is leading the charge. Why was James Gunn the perfect director to take on Superman, and what makes him special after having worked with him?
Well, because he cares. He has passion. He loves Superman. I mean, it shows in this movie. It shows in the whole cast. In every person he's assembled. Yeah, just every certain aspect of this film comes alive because James cares, because he loves this character, and that's what people are going to really kind of take home, is just how much passion is in there.
Now I gotta ask, do you have a favorite on-set memory?
Favorite on-set memory? I would say probably the first time that I actually got into wardrobe. Nathan, what's up, buddy? The first time I ever got into wardrobe and seeing people's reactions, because it's so incredible what they were able to do with this costume. It's unreal. I kind of don't really look like myself at all. But yeah, just the magic of that really kind of took over, and yeah, it was crazy.
Well, Anthony, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Congrats on the film. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone out there.
You guys have such a...
Good old Perry White.
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Frank Grillo, who plays Rick Flag Sr. Frank, unlike a lot of the other characters in this film, we've already met Rick Flag.
Yes.
What can you tell us about this chapter of his story?
Well, he's on a journey of vengeance, and Superman happens to be in his way. And you see what happens. We have to get rid of him.
Excellent.
Now, how does it feel to just be here tonight? Again, this has been such a journey for so many of you guys. To be here, seeing the fans so excited. The film comes out this weekend. Talk to me.
I love it. You know, I've been on this road with some big movies before, but I got to tell you, the energy for Superman has been building like no other movie I've ever been involved in. So I'm excited. I'm excited for James Gunn and Peter Safran and DC Studios, and I think people are going to be really, really happy.
Now, I know you've grown up a superhero and a Superman fan, so talk to me about what it was like seeing David in costume for the first time and embodying the character.
Yeah, I mean, when I showed up with James, he said, "Do you want to meet Superman?" I said, "Yeah." And we were just kind of walking along on set, and he stepped around from like in the back of a curtain.
The actor who played
and it took me about 10 minutes to look up because he's a very large man. And I got to tell you, I felt like I was 8 years old, and I said to him, "You were born to play this role." So, yeah, I mean, David is amazing. He's a great actor. I've seen him in other things, and I was a big fan of his. And so he kills it, man. He is Superman.
So we've seen you in Creature Commandos. We're seeing you in Superman. We know Peacemaker Season 2 is coming along, and you're also in that. How does it feel to just be a part of a greater, interconnected DC universe?
Yeah, that's the thing for me. It's like, being old and being involved in everything DC is doing. It's like I'm the connective tissue in some ways. I'm just really grateful, and I love James Gunn and Peter Safran for believing in me and letting me ride in this journey. It's been amazing.
Well, we're excited to see Rick Flag in this and see you and beyond. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Greg Nathan Quillen. I think so.
Man, I can't take a picture of a phone. Yeah, I can't, and it's phones, I can't take it.
Hey, William has joined me on Facebook. Thanks, William. Okay, William is saying, remember, this is a take. All comics have their takes and runs. We all like to over. We all like ownership of these characters and our favorite takes. I enjoy seeing what each take will bring. As a Snyder fan, shout out to the people looking forward to Silver Age comic film with Bruce Tim sprinkles. Well said, William. And I'm delighted, honestly.
All right, guys, we're here next with Amari Gichong. Amari, how does it feel here to be at the Superman World Premiere? What are you most excited to see in this film?
I mean, it is an iconic film. I usually come from Europe. It is big in Europe. It is big everywhere in the world.
Superman well, I heard you created something pretty special for the release of this movie. Can you talk us about what that creation and what went into making it?
Yeah, I was super honored and lucky enough to create something quite creative. I was able to make the globe at the entry of the Daily Planet. I don't know if you see the iconic globe. It's also featured on the top of the building, and it was a real challenge for many reasons.
Well, how long did it take to make it? What inspired this creation in the first place? Because there's a lot to create within the world of Superman alone. So talk to me about just that whole process and how it all came together.
I think it's the most easy inspiration would be the man himself, Superman. I wanted to take an approach where I was giving a clear visual of the movie, but something that people would not expect. It's very architectural and somewhat very difficult to do. To hand sculpt a globe. I've learned so much about the world, much more than I did before the project. And some of my most favorite moments were to hang those chocolate letters in suspension around the globe. It was a real logistic to make this work.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Now, guys, let's take a look at the creation.
Oh, this chef is making something for Superman. I think I've seen this one. The Daily Planet. Choco Ball. I think we are approaching the main event. Now we're gonna see. Is that Isabella Merced? I don't know these two. One thing I'm really happy right now is that I'm able to stream it on my 4 channels for the very first time. And world premiere of Michaela Hoover.
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Michaela Hoover, who plays Cat Grant. It's been such a journey for you guys.
So excited!
Now the movie's coming out. The fans are here. How do you feel to be here?
Yeah, so grateful. This is absolutely incredible. This is the best. I'm so happy.
Now, Cat Grant is the type of woman who walks into a room and just owns it. You're owning this carpet tonight.
Thank you so much.
Did that come natural to you? You know, what about this character just intrigued you the most?
I think what I like about Kat is if she wants something, she gets it. Like, she'll get it done no matter what, no matter what it takes, she will do it. And she is a strong, independent woman who knows what she wants, and like I said, gets it.
1000%. Now, Kat isn't the only Daily Planet member. There's so many more, and you guys have such a great chemistry. Is that something that just came natural? Talk to me about those days on set filming with the whole Daily Planet crew.
It was absolutely incredible. All of the cast really just got along so well. We all are like a family, and from day one, it felt like summer camp. We just we just love each other. It's great. I mean, they're all such talented people and such good humans.
Now, from a fan's perspective, there's the action, there's a love story, there's so much to enjoy about this movie. What are you most excited for fans to see when it comes out this weekend?
I have to commend.
I am the most excited for fans to see that kindness is cool. And kindness is what we should all be doing. We are all on this planet together. We should all be doing it together and loving one another. And yeah, I mean, just kindness.
1000%. That's what Superman's all about.
Yeah.
Did you have any just like favorite filming locations while filming this movie? What made that whole Daily Planet set special? Do you have anything that you added into that set that is just your own tweak on, you know, what Cat's office looks like?
Oh my God, walking into the Daily Planet was chills. It was absolutely incredible. We filmed in a place called Macon in Georgia, and it was just really, really magical. We all did dinners afterwards every day, and I would say that Rachel really set the tone for me for the film. She is such an incredible actress, but more importantly, an incredible human. And from day one, she was so kind. She just, I love her. I absolutely love her.
And we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for making this movie, bringing these characters to life. And thank you for joining us right now.
Happy to finally meet you.
Happy to finally meet you.
Videos.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you, girl. You're amazing. You're amazing.
So much
Mwah.
love here. Good to see you.
Good to see you. That was great.
Beautiful sunny day in Beverly Hills. Brings back a lot of good memories. As I said earlier, the last time I was in Beverly Hills was when I was with mom and dad. Vacation for all of us.
I am now with Mr. Beck Bennett, who plays Steve Lombard.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, wow. There's a huge speaker blasting my voice out to all these people.
Yeah, no, you have a lot of power right now.
That's amazing.
Is there anything you want to say to everyone listening?
I love you all so much, and Steve Lombard loves you.
That's
That's
basically,
right.
look at that reaction.
Look at that power.
Well, I was lucky enough to see you perform on set, and I kind of wanted to talk about
That's right.
Yeah, what that experience was like reading the script, but also if you were allowed to do any improv.
The Daily Planet stuff where I met you was so fun. I mean, it was just this big old train station that they turned into the Daily Planet offices, and we were just like resetting and going again and again. It was kind of like a sport. It was just like so fun. We'd get notes and just go again and again.
See if I can just...
And then the other, improv. Yeah, there were, James would let us go. He'd be like, say something, say whatever you want this time, or like, go crazier. And there was one specific moment, where like the whole moment was not planned when we're in the T-Craft. And there's a moment, I don't want to give anything away, but
I know the moment you're talking
know what I'm
about.
talking about.
I cracked up and I was like, oh, I'm glad you got that in. That was
So I was not, that's the situation that I'm in was not planned initially. So you'll see, for all the people, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see the movie.
You'll come back to this talk right now and you'll be like, that's what they're referencing.
Exactly. But that moment, he was like, just say whatever, just go. And he would just have me going for like minutes. And we used a very small part of it. So I did get some in there.
Oh,
but
it
it's just
got
like
a laugh in my screen.
Yeah. It's just a second, but yeah.
Gotcha. The next thing I wanted to ask real quick is just what motivates Steve Lombard? What gets him out of bed in the morning?
Honestly, being the coolest guy at the Daily Planet.
Yes, he is famously not a loser.
Yeah, famously not trying so hard to not be a loser. Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by.
Absolutely,
Congrats
man.
on the film.
Thank
You're
you so
wonderful at
much.
it.
Appreciate it.
Sign! Why do you have a sign in your hand? Sign! Sign!
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Eve Teschmacher herself, Sara Sampaio. Sara, how does it feel to be here? It's the world premiere!
It's so surreal. It's been like 2 years in the making. I can't believe it's finally here, and I'm finally here. It's just like, oh my God. I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe we're premiering at the Chinese.
And we're on the Fortress of Solitude right now.
Yeah, exactly.
What can you tell us about Eve Teschmacher? She is such an interesting character, and she has a lot of fun in this movie. Talk to us about her role in this film.
Yeah, I mean, without giving it too much, she's just fun, and she loves clothes. She loves to take selfies. She's all about herself and her rich boyfriend that takes her to all these cool places. But there's a lot more than meets the eye.
You mentioned the rich boyfriend. Talk to me what it was like filming with Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. He has such a presence in this film. What was it like to witness that in person?
Oh, you know, like he's such a hard guy to work with. Oh, no, I mean, he was amazing. I already knew Nick. He was the only one that I knew beforehand. So that was really nice to know that at least I knew someone, and he's the kindest person ever. He's such an incredible actor. He just like turns it on. And yeah, I mean, it's been such a dream to be able to act with such an incredible actor as him. Yeah.
You, Nick, the list goes on and on. Such a talented group of people. Why was James Gunn the director to bring this film to life, and what makes this film special in the way he did it?
So James Gunn is a fan. Before anything, he's an incredible director and writer, but I think he's just a fan of comic books and superheroes, and he knows the material better than anyone. Better than anyone. So he really stayed true to that, and it's pretty much just a fan with incredible taste, and he's so talented director that he's just a fan doing a Superman movie. So it's like there isn't a better fit, really.
1000%. The heart, the comedy, all of it comes together.
More entertainment side of things than drama, even though
so well. Eve is a huge part of the
he leaned towards more drama than
comedic element, and you brought it to this world, girl. So thank you so much for doing what you do. Now look, I know Eve is kind of like a pro at taking selfies. So can we end this interview in fashion with taking a selfie right in front of the Fortress of
course.
Solitude.
Do you have a phone?
I do.
All right.
I
Let's do it right here.
appreciated him for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and
you can lead. You can show me.
I'll lead.
You're Eve.
I guess.
So because I'm a millennial, we're gonna go for the above angle.
He has used this very.
And then you just take a lot, and then one will
There's
be
gotta be a good one in there. There's gotta be.
Yes.
Thank you, girl. Thank you so much for what you brought to this film.
Thank you.
I can't wait for the fans to see it.
I can't wait. I'm really excited.
Seeing the content creator
Thank you.
rise to the level of success that he has makes me really happy, and especially at such a young age. Michael Rooker. What's he doing here? Oh, yeah. Oh, Nicholas. Is that Nick? No. That's Christopher Reeve's son, I think. William Reeve. Yeah, because he has a cameo in the movie. If I'm not wrong, he has a cameo in the movie as one of the reporters of the Daily Planet. My all-time favorite Superman remains Christopher Reeve. So many other actors came in. They played Superman on the big screen and the small screen, and all of them were good, but nobody can beat. What is that tall cloud? That social media sensation in Brazil. Seriously?
Is this the live stream?
She's Star? She's your aunt? Oh my god. I just got a comment on my live stream on YouTube. I don't know if the person is a he or she, but I mean, like, no, I don't think they have shown Ma Kent yet. Ma or Pa Kent for that matter. And according to this individual, Neva Howell is his or her aunt. Come on, man. Oh, Rachel is here. Wow. Let me show this on the stream. Amazing. The world is such a small place. You just don't know who you're gonna meet up. A few years ago, my wife would be watching Marvelous Miss Maisel. And
all right, guys, I spot Rachel Brosnahan. Lois Lane is in the building. Make some noise! Sweet.
Star, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I'm going to write a message for you also. Man, right now on my channel, I have been honored by the presence of this lady. Her name is Star, and she is related to Neva Howell, the actress who has played Ma Kent. Wow. Check the chat on my YouTube channel. See for yourself. So much is happening. Okay, my man Sheldon Applewhite, I think he has joined me on Facebook. Quest Culture Podcast team member. You all ready for the biggest cheesy cornball comedy superhero movie ever? Yes, I am. I am. Office with the most obscure of characters. Guardians of the Galaxy, for those of us who read Marvel, we know for a fact nobody read their comic. And now they are an A-list team. They weren't even the B-list team, they were the C-list team. So if he can do that with a bunch of ragtags, I think he will do a great job, especially considering what he did for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, which happens to be one of my favorite movies, and The Suicide Squad from 2021, which again was a flop because of the COVID and the streaming nonsense that man, I'm so happy. I've seen comments from the man, you guys are awesome, and especially I have.
What's up, guys? Now we're joined by Lois Lane herself, Rachel Brosnahan. Rachel, how does it feel to be here at the world premiere?
Oh man, it feels wild. I can't believe we're here. There's lots of folks here in costumes. They look amazing.
Forgive me for
and hi to you guys at home.
The movie is amazing. You're still amazing in this movie. What was it like? Take me back to night one when you first got the call to play this iconic character. Who did you tell? How did you celebrate? Because that's such a big moment.
Literally everyone I called was unavailable. So I was calling and calling, going, you can't tell anyone. But then the news broke a couple hours later. So called my best girlfriend, called my husband, called my parents, and then the rest is history.
And now we're here. It's all led to this moment. I mean, there's a lot to enjoy with this movie. There's action, there's romance, there's so much. What part of this film are you most excited for fans to see?
Oh man, I'm excited for them to meet new characters that they haven't met before. You know, I knew vaguely about Lois, Superman, Clark, and Lex, but I'm excited for people to meet Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho, Hawkgirl, and so many other characters, and maybe they can find a different way in.
You guys got such a great lineup at this. Congrats on the film. Thank you for joining me on the Fortress of Solitude, Rachel.
Thank you for inviting me in. It's chilly in here.
Oh. I take care of my guests.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
He has been in a lot of movies. A lot of them. I'm just realizing that she was in these movies like Fever Dreams, Deadly Addiction, The Nobodies, A Good Baby. Wow. October Sky. She was even in Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Man. Guardians of the Galaxy and Superman are totally different things. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was absolute trash, and yes, despite being trash, it made money. It was not one of those productions by Disney that caused severe losses. Suicide Squad was yet another cheesy cornball cringe mess, but it worked. This movie won't, unfortunately. Okay. It's really sad to see that, well, people are then again entitled to their opinions. Let me share something more positive for all of you guys from our Star Cops. Okay. Your aunt playing Ma Kent. Neva Howell. There are a lot of people who are fans of Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh.
What's up, guys? Now we're here with Isabela Merced, Hawkgirl. Make some noise!
Thanks, y'all. Thanks.
This has been a 2-year journey for you. How does it feel to be here tonight, embracing the fans? The film's about to come out this weekend. Talk to me.
It's great. You guys are super calm and cool, and my family's here, and my best friend from Ohio is here. It was really cool getting to represent sort of like a Cleveland story and film it in Cleveland and be from Cleveland. and all of it. It's really cool.
This
Yeah.
film was like a home game for you.
It's so exactly. That's exactly what it. I felt like a LeBron James.
And with that, hey, shout out Ron.
Shout out LeBron. Yeah.
So, Hawk Girl, we meet her in this movie. We know we're gonna see her in Peacemaker season 2. What can you tell us about this chapter and her story?
Well, I don't know too much. As you know, I only know really what happens in those 2 specific projects, but I'm really excited to see how the Justice Gang, temporary name, evolves and turns into a bigger, more fulfilled group. Yeah, I mean,
and yes,
I'm excited to see where the story goes. I'm a big fan of the comics. I know there's there's more in that, but I'm just really happy to be donning the wings and the mace and the helmet.
You crush it in this movie. You
Thank
mentioned
you.
the Justice Gang.
The Justice.
You got your boys, Eddie Gathegi,
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. What was it like filming with them? And how did you guys build that chemistry? Because as soon as you guys come on screen, there is just such a history there.
Yeah, thank you for asking. You know, it didn't really feel real until we were all together for the camera test. It didn't really click for me. And so when we were all stood there together in our costumes and in front of the camera, it made sense. And I was confident in it in that moment.
Thank you to each and every
David
one of you
Cornsweat,
who
he
has
is so
joined.
incredible as Superman.
He's incredible.
You have some scenes with him in this film. Talk to me about when you first saw him walking onto set in that suit. I feel like that's got to be a magical experience.
He's an incredible human being as well. He does a great job in this, but he's a good person. And he had his dog Ira. So cute. Seeing this big man with this little dog, it was so adorable. And I too carry a little dog with me everywhere I go. So we bonded on that almost immediately. But I'm really excited for everyone to see how talented he is. I remember seeing his work a long time ago in a Ryan Murphy project and knowing that he just had that star factor. And he shines in this film. He's truly incredible.
And you shine as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and congrats on the movie.
Thanks. It's hard to focus when there's so
Right, there's so much happening.
I'm so overwhelmed. But thank you for being so kind.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you.
I really like Isabella Merced as Hawk Girl. She looks like Shahira from Justice League animated series, which was produced by Bruce Timm. She's a very good choice. And considering the fact that we're going to be having Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan and my man, David Cornsweat. Yes, yes. He's here. Wendell is wearing a suit. I
What's up, guys? Now joining me on stage, we have Will Reeve, who
Son of
plays
Christopher
a
Reeve.
Metropolis reporter. Will,
The
talk to me. I mean,
greatest
you and your family
Superman.
have such a history within the legacy of this character and just sharing his message with the rest of the world. My earliest memory is watching Superman 78 on VHS. And so from watching that film to now be here doing this at the world premiere for Superman, talk to me about what this means to you and what it's like to see so many fans continuing to celebrate Superman.
Oh, well, I love it. It's such an honor. I think that Superman is an iconic character for all time. And my dad, way back when, was the custodian, the steward of the character. And now it's David's turn, and it's this whole amazing team of filmmakers and actors. It's their chance to shine and show off what they've done, and they did a great job. And I'm just honored to play literally a tiny part in this. And everyone's been so good to me, invited me along to hang out and
get to see your
hang on the red carpet with my fiance. Like, it's a great time.
It's a great time. And hey, I gotta say, even though you have one scene, you are pretty great in that one scene, I must say.
Well, sure. I have. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who obviously hasn't seen it yet, but I have some practice playing the role that I play in this film.
Talk to me about what it was like getting that phone call of not only, hey, Will, you're going to come to the set of Superman, but no, we actually want you to be in it.
It was great. I was in the middle of dinner, I remember, and I got a call from a number that I didn't really recognize, but I answered it for some reason. And they explained who they were and what they wanted me to do, and I said, yeah, I'm in. And that was kind of it, and it's been a fun journey since.
Now, getting to see David do his thing as Superman, what was that moment like for you, and what do you think David brings to this role that is just very special?
David brings a humanity and
on Facebook.
sincerity, I think, to the role that is necessary for Superman. Superman's kind of an earnest guy who just wants the best for the planet, really, and for the universe. And I think David is that type of person too, in his own way. And getting to know him has been a real treat because he absolutely inhabits this role, and he has a lot of similarities with my dad. They both trained at Juilliard. They both take this role very seriously. It's not just dressing up in a cape and tights. It means something more than that, and I couldn't be happier for him.
Will, it's an honor to speak to you tonight. It's an honor to be here for this film. Thank you so much for joining us, and congrats on the movie, brother.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Of course, anytime.
Appreciate it.
God, I miss this. A great human being who fought against tremendous adversity after he suffered an accident and became paralyzed. May the Almighty protect everyone from these calamities. Hey, Star, you don't have to thank me. Thank you that you actually joined my live stream. And thank your aunt on my behalf. Tell her son of Jeddah loves you.
All right, guys, now we're here with filmmaker James Gunn. James, talk to me about what it's like to be here for the world premiere. You've been traveling the world, but what does it mean to bring it back to Los Angeles and be here today?
I mean, this is what I really look forward to. I look forward to being here with the audience, with my cast, with my crew, many of whom are seeing the movie for the very first time. So I'm incredibly excited to be here. It just doesn't get any better than this.
You just mentioned a lot of people are seeing this for the first time tonight, and that's because tonight we're going to have a jam-packed crowd. Why is it so important for people to go see this film in theaters and on the biggest screen possible?
Well, this is a movie that you have to see on the big screen, whether it's IMAX or in 3D, 4DX. There's so many great formats to see this in, but it's something that needs to be experienced communally in the theater, surrounded by friends and family, and seeing all the flying, big, crazy Clark, kaiju, robot, flying dog action you can get.
It's insane. There's so much in this film that we've never seen in a superhero film, which I think is a part of what makes it so special. Superman has been a character that has stood the test of time since day one. He is the
original superhero.
So for you, what do you think resonates most with people when it comes to this character, and why has he lasted so long?
Because, the guy is strong, he can fly, he can shoot beams out of his eyes, but he's also got the greatest heart of any character in history of the world in a lot of ways. He's just a really big-hearted guy. He stands for justice. He stands for truth. He stands for sticking up for the little person. He stands for protecting those who need to be protected. And I think that resonates with people today.
James, thank you so much for joining me on this stage on the Fortress of Solitude. It's a pleasure to see you, brother.
Thanks. I've seen you in a lot of countries now. He's everywhere.
I'm following you all over the place.
Oh, follow me. Okay.
Superman. He stands up for truth and justice. These are the values that define him. These are the values that laid the foundation for all our favorite superheroes. Okay. Star, she is very big on helping everyone succeed. So I clicked this live to put you on the map. She will love this once I share it to her.
What's up, guys? We're here with the man of the night, Superman himself, David Cornsweet. David, you've been all over the world, Manila, Rio, London. What does it mean to be here back in LA presenting this film in front of a jam-packed crowd?
Oh man, I mean, it's fantastic. LA is where I started, where I came out to slay my first dragon. So it's awesome to be back in on Hollywood Boulevard, and it's all iconic and classic and very hot. Yeah,
but we're in the shade and the fortress.
Yeah, it's nice and cool here on the fortress.
So you've been spending 2 years with this character, and it's led to this moment. What about Superman do you think has resonated with so many people around the world and makes him so special?
I
think it's the fact that Superman loves so much the responsibility that he has. Among the superheroes, I think he's the one who loves being a superhero the most. And he brings that to his work every day. And he loves the people that he gets to serve and save.
God bless you, Star.
And ultimately, he loves in them the heroes that they have within themselves. He wants to encourage and inspire regular people to become the heroes that they can be. And he loves when they do step up and become heroes in their own right.
Now, D, we got a ton of fans around us. We got a ton of fans watching online. What's your message to the people of the world ahead of Superman's release this weekend?
Message to the world? That's a big responsibility.
Really
this on YouTube.
Because nothing to
be kind to each other, step up to the plate, see what responsibilities you can shoulder, who you can take care of, who you can look out for, and go into the weekend with a little more energy. Hopefully after you see the movie, you'll come out of it with even more energy.
In the span of
Thank you so much, David. I appreciate you, brother. Congrats on the film.
I was able to interview 2 big writers, Scott Lobdell and I interviewed them on my podcast. And now, as I stream this live, I'm joined by one of the relatives of the cast member, and not just any cast member.
My name's Jennifer Hall.
Mark Kent's niece. Neva Howell's niece. No, I am grateful to your art. I am grateful to your art.
Got what you need?
If she watches, when you share this live stream with her, of course, by that time it's going to be
anybody have a name card?
A recording. But if she likes it, it's going to be a huge honor for you. I couldn't imagine. I was about to go to sleep. I opened up my X just to check some of the posts that I had made to see if there was any message or if there was some kind of engagement coming in from the community. And next thing you know, I see a message from the official Superman account. And they were asking a small time live stream this on my channels.
Now, guys, here we have the villain of the film, Lex Luthor. Nicholas Hoult is joining us. Villainy. Nick, you just came from London. Now you're in LA. How does it feel to be here tonight celebrating this film ahead of its opening weekend?
I'm so excited. The closer it gets to all the fans getting to see the movie. It's been really lovely spending all this time with all the cast and crew on this tour. But now it's time to give it to the fans, and hopefully they enjoy it.
Superman and Lex, you and David bring these characters to life in such great ways, in such, just like, there is so much to dig into your performances into this film. What about these two characters makes them so iconic and has resonated with so many people around the world?
Thank you, Star.
Because they've been around for so long. And I loved David's interpretation of Superman and Clark Kent. He's such an incredible actor. But even more so, just watching him, how he is with people, his priorities, the work ethic he brings to set, but also the kindness he brings to set to everyone around. And watching him and Rachel in scenes together is so dynamic and beautiful. So I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for people to have a new Superman and for it to be him.
Now, Nick, we got a ton of fans here tonight, but there's a ton more watching online. What's your message to the fans of the world in terms of watching Superman in theaters on the biggest screen possible?
Oh, I mean, this movie is so unique. James Gunn is a wonderful visionary director. It's fun. It's so heartfelt. and you want it on the biggest screen possible because it's a magic cinematic experience that will change how you feel about being human.
God.
Nick, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the film, brother. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Take care.
Oh
I'll see
my
you soon.
God.
Yeah, yes, yes, sir.
If you don't mind, you can share your details. I mean, that would mean a lot if I can get any merch and I get it signed by Neva Howell. Oh boy. I'm sharing my email address here in the chat. Please share your email so that at least we can stay in touch and I am able to send you the stuff that you can sign. Even if it's just one item, that would be a lot.
And
we're back. Oh, sorry. No, you start. You go. You go.
You're perfect. We are now joined by Nathan Fillion, Guy Gardner, Green Lantern.
I didn't realize everybody was going to be able to hear
everyone's
us.
listening. Yeah.
The stakes keep going up. Gotta get go.
Do you mind sharing what you got on your hand there?
This might be the Green Lantern ring that I wore for the film.
Is that a one of one?
I'm not saying I stole it. I just said, hey, did you hear what happened to this? It got stolen a little later on today, and then I kind of judged their reaction.
And they were okay?
They had 5 of them, apparently.
Okay, then you're perfect. I mean, 1 of 5. That's pretty cool.
Sorry you made
you are one of the few people in this film that have worked with James Gunn before.
bless you.
So you came in with a little bit of an advantage. I was curious what it's like being on a James Gunn set.
Exactly what you wish it would be. I had an idea as to what the industry would be like when I first started out. That's not how it was. Now, 31 years into it, working with the likes of James Gunn, this is what I dreamed it would be when I first started 31 years ago.
Definitely, I'm going to request.
I'm sure he'd be very happy to hear you say that. He probably does hear us.
Is he here?
Yeah.
Is he here right
He
now?
is here.
Don't tell him I said that.
Okay, well, we'll just quiet these speakers. I also wanted to talk about your performance. Hysterical. And I was kind of curious how you guys came up with like the performance, how you guys shaped the character.
So listen, it's James Gunn. He doesn't leave a lot to chance.
Mm-hmm.
He understands exactly what he's doing. He's a fantastic storyteller. He's really good at his job. He doesn't leave a lot up in the air. He takes care of a great deal. All you got to do is come on in and say those words, buddy. You're doing great.
I like your haircut now.
Thank you.
But I will say in the film you don a very daring cut.
Yes.
Was that your idea? Was that his idea? Was that something from the comics?
Well, it's the bowl cut for Guy Gardner is canon, so I felt it was important. There were some ideas to try different kinds of unusual and goofy haircuts.
In the comics,
I was team bowl cut the whole way.
Guy Gardner,
I think it says a lot about Guy Gardner. If you see a fellow walking down the street with a bowl cut, he clearly does not care what you think.
No, he's confident, and it backs it up. The haircut.
Punched in the face
the last thing I wanted to talk about with you is just without spoiling anything. Was there a favorite scene to film?
By the way, I also interviewed the writer.
Yes, there was a scene after fighting a giant kaiju in the middle of a park in Metropolis. While filming it, I was strung up on some wires. I came in for a landing and walked over to Superman and started talking super shop.
Mm-hmm.
That little boy inside me, the 11-year-old boy, flying around and talking to Superman, that was every dream I've ever had right there.
It breathes. It's really cool.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. It's nice to not have to arm wrestle.
I was going to say, how's your arms?
Not great. It's really not good.
You did great that day.
Thank you.
You did great.
Thank you.
You guys.
Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. How can I thank you? Just saying thank you isn't enough for me. You're an awesome, awesome person. And it shows the kind of upbringing you got in your family and what kind of a family your aunt comes from. It says a lot about a person's character. Thank you so much. If I could travel back in time 40 years back, and I'm a 6. I was 6, I think. And tell a 6-year-old kid or 6-year-old version of me that one day I'm going to be live streaming the world premiere of a Superman movie that's expected to be a blockbuster. And I would be joined by one of the cast members, esteemed cast members. She is a wonderful lady. And I think a lot of people are going to love her for being the Mark Kent.
Thank you guys.
This latest iteration of Mark Kent, people are going to love her for it. Stay blessed, Star. This is what Neva Howell is about, according to her niece, and the lovable character that we have seen right now in the trailer. We're going to be seeing more of her in the movie.
You're right, you're right, you're right.
It shows. It shows. In fact, let me highlight, showcase this comment of yours.
On your right side, everyone, right side. Superman.
It shows. And her hard work is going to pay off. I believe so, Star. Her hard work is going to pay off.
I'm to the right.
I am now joined by Wendell Pierce, Mr. Perry White himself. Give it up for him.
Hello, Hollywood.
First off, you look fantastic. I'm really loving the open shirt. You're looking real cool, man.
Well, you know, it's the red and blue. The jacket folds out into a cape, and, you know, I might just fly.
I wanted to talk about your experience with DC. If you grew up a fan of the comics, if you grew up a fan of Superman.
You know, I was never a comics fan, but the thing about it is when you meet the fans, like the fans out here tonight, who are fans of the comics, you realize that their love for the mythology of the comic book is infectious. And, you know, when you see someone who is infected and affected with that sort of love and interest, you want to be a part of it. So it was the thing that drew me in. So I'm really proud and honored, and I have a great sense of gratitude to be a part of it.
I was lucky enough to be there when you guys were filming a lot of the scenes for the Daily Planet.
Okay, yeah.
And I really loved just watching you kind of control that space, control your crew. And I was curious what that process was like of building what felt like a very authentic newsroom.
Yeah, well, I knew the man. Perry White was desperate because newspapers, they got to compete with the digital platforms, you know, and so they got to not only create content, but get people to read their papers. And he just happened to look up and see this big dude walk into his newsroom and realize, man, I have the story of the century sitting right here. I think I know who this guy might be, but I have to do a little bit more investigating. And of course, Lois does all the investigating, and we find out the real deal.
Yeah, no, and what was that like, kind of that relationship working with Rachel, working with Skylar, all of them?
It was festive. We had a great time every day to walk in to see the big globe of the Daily Planet that was there. it put you into the scene almost immediately. And then when we got, I don't want to give anything away, and did some other stuff, we had a lot of fun.
When other stuff happens, you had a really good time.
Yeah, when a lot of stuff, when you see the movie, you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and is there a memory from set that really stuck with you? Is there anything? Because I mean, that set was really built out. Like it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I remember the first day I came to set. There was I was just doing a costume fitting, and they were shooting already. And I turned around and I ran into David. I said, "Oh, dude, you are Superman." That was the first thing I said because this dude was jacked.
No, he's 2 times my width. He's a few inches taller.
And it was literally like running into Superman. He was in costume. And then I knew right then and there, I said it was going to be something special.
Thank you so much for
Thank you. Hollywood Boulevard. Let me hear you. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks
so much, man. Thank you, man.
For that message from Superman. Some lucky fan. Getting the merch signed by the cast members.
Alex. Rachel, to your right side, right side. As you are.
Hey, God, that's like something white. I think
your whole body, your whole body.
Yeah, keeping something so big a secret.
Show us the front, Rachel, the front.
And you know, I mean, this is a movie. This is a Hollywood movie. This is a Hollywood movie about Superman. Something that's been worked on for so many years. It's a huge project. Imagine that when I came to know that I would be interviewing comic book writers who have actually
Rachel on your right side.
And I did not want to disclose it early on, and it was an roller coaster ride in Anxietyville.
Rachel on your right side. Rachel.
Crypto statue. Is that sideshow collectible statue? Can anyone tell me if you are a statue collector? I think that crypto statue was a sideshow collector.
By the way, I'm concerned about this. You're on the right.
How can I share this on my channel? Instagram. The whole cast is lining up. Okay, this is something. Start. Okay. According to Neva Howell, the director is a genius, meaning James Gunn. And I don't disagree with her because despite my criticism of James Gunn for what he did in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and 2 with the highly comedic, cheesy movies, he knows how to encapsulate the entire universe of a particular superhero franchise within a movie. Take it from Guardians of the Galaxy, take it from the Suicide Squad, even the Peacemaker. I mean, we don't talk about it that much because Peacemaker, by the end of the day, is not the A-list character that we all look up to. But the job that he has done with Peacemaker is amazing. I mean, obviously, it was his direction that led to uh, Peacemaker being one of the most favorite characters within the Suicide Squad franchise, followed by, you know, capitalizing on his popularity. John Cena did an amazing job when it comes to acting, and we end up with a series on streaming services for the Peacemaker. So yes, the director, your aunt is right, Star. She is absolutely right because whether I like a James Gunn movie or I don't like a James Gunn movie, he is a quintessential comic book reader, as it was said over here by one of the cast members. I think it was Isabella who said that, or some I forgot who, but anyhow, he understands comic books. And let's not forget that two of the Marvel's biggest hits, namely Infinity War and Endgame, had James Gunn as an executive producer. There is a reason when you have to have individuals like James Gunn because they understand the entire mythology behind every character, every universe, and then they are basically able to guide the director, the cast members accordingly. He was not the director; the Russo brothers were the directors. But I mean, like being one of the executive producers alongside Kevin Feige, Stanley. I think Stanley was the executive producer or the consultant. I forgot the credits, but basically, like James Gunn really understands the character. Now, we might disagree with his adaptation of a particular character, but he understands comic books and he understands the superhero fandom. We can all hate Guardians of the Galaxy as much as we want, but let's not forget that a team that was not even talked about. Just to give you guys one example, that in the comic book story, the Infinity Gauntlet, the Infinity Crusade, is that Kumail Nanjiani? Oh. Well, you can email me that. That would be amazing. But you need to just mention if I have the permission, your aunt's permission, to post it on my social media. Or if I don't have the permission, then I'm not going to post it. I'm just going to view the picture and then I'll keep it in my inbox for the rest of my life. So just have a discussion with her and see if she's okay with that. That would be amazing. You know, Star, you're sharing so much wonderful stuff. You're really bringing out the positivity behind this project. Please thank your aunt on our behalf, not just my behalf, but everyone who's watching my live stream right now, every Superman fan, please thank her on our behalf. My in-laws, when I'm gonna tell my in-laws that she starred in Diary of a Wimpy Kid movie, we're gonna go crazy, because my in-laws are really into reading. Like my brothers-in-law and my sisters-in-law, they are really into reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid. This is the only part I didn't like, this collaboration with Toyota. I mean, Superman is an all-American superhero. We needed an American. We needed an American. It's like when they did a collaboration between Black Panther and Lexus. One of the poorest choices ever. I mean, a Wakandan king like Black Panther, he will not look at a car that's beneath McLaren or beneath Mercedes-Benz or which other car that I Spiker. I mean, these high-end cars, not just muscle, but so much sophistication and technology that goes with it. Sometimes they make poor choices, especially on the marketing side. I would love to have seen Superman movie collaborate with Ford or with General Motors or here's our Mr.
I am now joined by Eddie Gathegi, Mr. Terrific himself. Can we get a round of? Come on.
Really
thank you. There we go.
What they did with him.
Have you seen the film?
I have not.
Oh, you're wonderful. This is really exciting for me. I feel like I have the one up.
Star, thank you.
I'm excited
to
see
so
it.
much.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I kind of wanted to hear, what was your
Seriously,
experience like on set?
Well, the script was one of the best scripts that I have read in a long time. So I was sold on the idea of the story. And then when James put together all these actors, it was time to go to work.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, it was truly the perfect forming of your kind of Justice Gang. Yeah. I was curious what it was like first putting on that costume, because it looks pretty badass. It's pretty dang cool.
It's pretty comic accurate. Yeah. Well, you put it on and you look in the mirror and you feel like you maybe can save the world. That's what it feels like.
Gotcha. And like you as an actor, like what was the process like finding him? Did you read the comics? Did you go back? Was it conversations with James?
No conversations with James.
Oh, really?
I think he hires people that he trusts will do the work. And I did as much research as I could. I read all the comics that I could get my hands on. I watched all the animated shows. And then I built my character. I meditated. I started with the character's wound, because as you know in the comics, he comes from a lot of pain. But he fuels that pain and uses it for his brilliance.
Gotcha. I related to the character a lot. He's very pragmatic. And I was kind of curious what you want audiences to take away, because I feel like I related to your character the most.
Okay, well, I mean, I think that the film is a story of hope, and hopefully, we're affecting people and inspiring them
there are still good individuals, human beings, decent human
I think you get that across. Also, you really are wonderful in the film. Really funny too. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. It's truly a pleasure.
Next time I'll arm wrestle you.
No, please. I'm ready. I got bigger.
My shoulder heals up.
You are caring and kind. Not just
Eddie.
human beings, but also
Hey!
To the animals, the environment. Perfect choice for Mr. Torres. I really feel happy when I see, fans getting such an access and be able to interact and engage with their favorite celebrities that are involved with their favorite superhero projects. Really happy for all of them. Well, it shows. I mean, I'm interacting with you.
Yeah.
I'm chatting.
Do you want to show the little cape?
I have a cape.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
It
I'm
shows
joined by the
greatly,
engineer
like, what
herself,
kind of a family
Maria Gabriela De Faria.
Woo!
Howdy. I'm so sorry that we're meeting again under these
I do
circumstances.
not like you very much.
I mean, did your trainer see the video?
He did, and he's highly disappointed. He's somewhere around here, and he has not looked at me the same.
I mean, hopefully in a couple years you'll
Let's
train
do it
again.
again.
I was gonna say I've gotten, I think, weaker since we've last met.
Perfect.
Okay.
Then it's a rematch after the screening.
Well, I mean, you're pretty tough in the film. I was curious what it was like having to play that. You're pretty dang aggressive in it.
Yeah, I am. It was the best. It was really, really fun. I always loved those really badass female characters and always wanted to play one. And then I did. And it was so insane and so challenging. And, you know, engineer fights like in such a visceral way. And it was very emotional as well. It was a lot.
Yeah, I was curious, what was that training like? Because your fight technique is quite different than everyone else's in this movie.
It truly is. I feel like the stunt team is great at choosing everybody's different style of fighting. And engineer was very animal-like. It wasn't pretty. It came from fear and it came from pain. So we had to reflect that. And thank God I had Paolo Massidi with me, my trainer, training me for 8 months before we started filming. So I could do all of the things that, you know, you will see in the movie.
Gotcha. And although from the trailers and stuff, we see the engineer as maybe a bit of a villain, but I think there's more to the engineer. And I was kind of curious if you'd talk to that.
Of course. I feel like, you know, James is such a great writer and he writes characters that are not black or white. They're very nuanced. And I don't think he likes the word villains or heroes.
No.
I feel like, you know, everybody in this movie has real reasons to do what they do. And that's amazing because as an audience member, I look at his movies and his characters and I go, wow, I get that. And maybe I would be able to do something so wrong if put in those circumstances. And it makes for such an exciting storytelling.
Have you seen the film yet?
Of course.
Thoughts? Can you give us your one-sentence review?
It made me feel hopeful for humanity. And I don't think that's something that's easy to do. I left the theater feeling that I am capable of so much more and that I am capable of more love and that we all are. And ready to take action, which is beautiful. And James doesn't preach either while doing it. So I truly don't know how he does it. But it's fun, it's exciting, it's hopeful, it's everything that Superman represents.
Yeah. What a lovely, that should be on the poster. I mean, that's quite
Right?
the tagline.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by. When I see you next time, I'm ready. I'm ready for the rematch.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, he was in Manchester, Missouri, whereas your aunt was from Manchester, Tennessee. Okay. But still, what a coincidence. Both of them hail from a town called Manchester. And not from merry old England. One in Missouri, the other one from Tennessee.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Metamorpho. Okay. She grew up in Bryant, Alabama. Okay. So I guess she was born in Manchester, Tennessee. She grew up in
Good. Are we live? Oh my God, we are.
Oh my
okay.
gosh, we've just been hanging out over here.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see my
I don't think I'm going to get a word in.
No, you just start talking.
You just start talking? Okay. Well,
They
I'm
don't
here
wanna
with
hear
David
what I have to say.
Cornsweet, Superman himself, Clark Kent to some, Superman to others. How does it feel?
Well, luckily I have enough friends to invite them all and fill Hollywood Boulevard, so I'll just show up.
I mean, this is quite surreal. I remember literally a year ago, a little over a year now, seeing you like don the glasses in the suit, and it's kind of surreal now seeing you here. What has this experience been like this year leading up to this?
Oh, I'm not sure any of this is actually happening. I'm sure that I'm just going to wake up in bed at some point. But it is nice to have such a great group of people who you love and and loved working with to share it with and to celebrate it with. And then when you see people showing up to see the movie, that's sort of the whole point of making movies, is to share it with people. So it's a very exciting time.
Yeah, no, it's quite the movie. I was able to see it and I really loved it. Like genuinely, actually really loved it, which is nice that I actually can say that honestly, which is
a relief.
Quite a relief. But I was curious, like kind of what you hope audiences get from this. I mean, a lot of people have already brought up the word hope, but I mean,
I think a sense of wanting to take responsibility for things. Superman ultimately is a figure who loves taking responsibility for people, for situations, for saving the day. And unfortunately, we don't have a Superman to swoop in and save the day. We only have each other. So if people leave the movie feeling a little more energized to take responsibility for themselves, for their loved ones, for their communities, people who, have delusions of grandeur and want to take on the responsibilities of the world, I think that kind of energy is what we're hoping
one
to
good
convey.
act makes a difference.
Yeah, once you see people around you start taking care of things, then you're kind of like, oh, maybe I'll take care of some stuff too. And then all of a sudden things start getting done.
Yeah. Well, I really, I don't want to spoil anything, but I feel that in the movie. You do a wonderful job.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Thank you
Thanks
for
so
all of
much.
your work supporting us and with the social stuff, which
Thank
I'm
you.
useless at, but you've been great.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's nice. Because one of my childhood friends actually settled in Chattanooga, Tennessee. He's a medical professional. That's how I came to know Chattanooga. But again, it shows people in Chattanooga are nice people. I realized that after talking to you. Start. For those of you who are watching this live stream on Facebook or X, please be reminded that I am joined by the niece of Martha Kent, the actress who's playing Martha Kent, Neva Howell. She is with me on YouTube, and she's sharing a lot of wonderful details about her aunt, and we're going to be seeing her as Martha Kent, aka Ma Kent. God bless you, Star. The human family. We are all God's children. Don't agree with you, man. So happy for each and every one I'm seeing who are getting the opportunity to have a selfie with David, Rachel, with all the other cast members. It's just amazing. Hey, you don't need to call me sir. You just call me SOJ. Son of Jadda, SOJ. I wear that as a badge of honor because my name is derived from Son of Jadda. I'm Son of Jadda.
Well, that is all the time we have tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. For all the people that are here, thank you so much for being here on this day. What was your favorite part of the night?
Reese, honestly, again, growing up as a fan of Superman, having this character be my North Star, to be here tonight just celebrating him with so many fans has been my favorite part. There's an energy in the air. There's a love in the air. And Superman has this quote from the comics. He says, dreams lift us, dreams save us, dreams lift us up and transform us. And I can't help but think that this is just the ultimate dream come true for me. So shout out to the Warner Brothers fam. Shout out to the people watching online. Shout out to my family. And I'm just excited to be here with you, bro.
I mean, it's like a dream come true, truly. And like, I think I could speak for everyone that was in attendance tonight. Like, this was, there was not a single person I didn't see smiling. It's truly, it just feels like Superman graced us with his presence.
It's the movie the world needs right now.
Yeah. Well, be sure to see it when it hits theaters July 11th. See it on the biggest screen possible. It's really worth it. It's the summer of Superman. I mean, thank you guys so much for watching.
We love you guys. We'll catch you guys in theaters this weekend. Let's go. Summer of Superman. Let's get it.
Good night.
I'm sad we didn't get to see Ma and Pa Kent, but at least I was joined by the niece of Martha Kent. Star, thank you so much for joining in, for sharing wonderful details about your aunt, about her journey, about her discourse in the world of acting. And it was a great learning experience, and it has been a wonderful live broadcast. So thank you to each and every one of you who joined in on X, on Twitch, on Facebook, on, I'll be calling it day because I have to take some sleep. 4:30 in the morning. I've been awake for the whole night here. I'm in Saudi Arabia. We're 10 hours ahead of US Pacific time. Love you all. Thank you all. And stay blessed. And I'll be coming up with my review of the Superman movie. I've got the tickets. And I'm really looking forward. So everyone, look up.